All right, tonight me and Mr. Littlebody have been watching the Giants-Dodgers, and enough is enough. I mean, somebody's got to say this. The Giants market it as torture, and they market it as a panda and a fancy beard and let Tim Lincecum smoke his weed, but this is unwatchable garbage. Somebody's got to fucking say it. The theme of today's Balls Deep / the lottery ticket is garbage. This team is fucking garbage. At some point, the fans have to stand up and say, you know what, this is ridiculous. They're playing backups at almost every position on the team. Their best hitter was the Yankees' number 9 hitter, Melky Cabrera. That's their best hitter. They have this catcher, he's a good defensive catcher named Buster Posey, completely overrated offensively. Completely overrated. Their first baseman, their big signing of the last 2 years was Aubrey Huff, who hit .240 last year and he's like 35. Two of their biggest free agent signings of the last 10 years were Barry Zito, who they gave a 6-year, $100 million deal to, coming off a pretty mediocre year for Oakland. And they gave Aaron Rowand, an obvious juice head, like $50 million for 5 years, coming off a career year from the Phillies. They're playing a 300-pounder at third base who's hurt. He's actually legit good. They're playing a career .265 hitter in center field with a career high of like 10 or 11 home runs named Angel Pagan. In right field, they've got a guy. They'll either play Nate Schierholtz, a guy whose career high I think is 11 home runs. And every year he'll have a week or two where he goes like 11 for 30. And every Giants fan will come out of the woodwork saying, we got to play Nate Schierholtz more. We got to play Nate Schierholtz more. Completely ignoring the fact that he is garbage. He's what a normal team would call a fifth outfielder. He's what the Rangers, he's what the Blue Jays, he's what the Twins would call a fifth outfielder. A guy with no power, a guy with no speed, a good defensive late inning replacement with a good arm. This is who Giants fans are pining for. Their shortstops have been Brandon Crawford and Joaquin Arias. Brandon Crawford is regarded as the lightest hitter in the major leagues. Joaquin Arias was a guy who's a career backup middle infielder. A career backup middle infielder is starting for a team that won the World Series 2 years ago. And I understand they market torture. It's a great way to make money. They market the beard. Brian Wilson's a total badass. But at some point, this team, the fans of this organization have to get up and say to that front office, this is fucking ridiculous. This team has the same payroll as the Texas Rangers. They have twice as high a payroll as the Tampa Bay Rays. And every Giants game, they win by 1 run or they lose by 1 run. And they've got their announcers who spend 30 minutes out of every 2-hour, 2.5-hour long game showing someone in the stands eating an ice cream, wearing a panda hat, or wearing a fake beard. They call them gamers and they say, grab some pine needle. I mean, at some point, the fans have to stand up and say, we can't take this anymore. This is ridiculous. At some point, Matt Cain and Tim Lincecum have to go into that clubhouse and beat the dog shit out of this garbage offense. Because it's not funny. It's not watchable. It's not even baseball. These are minor league players playing on a big league team with incredible pitching, a great pen. And God bless Bruce Bochy. I don't know how this team can win games with this offense. It's insane. The fan base has got to stand up. This is not watchable. This is the worst division I've ever seen. The fact that the Dodgers are in first place, and the Dodgers are horrible. They're horrible. If you put these teams in the American League, they'd win 60 games. If you put these teams in the American League Central, they'd win 60 games. This is not right. Somewhere out there, God's watching baseball, and he's crying. He's crying because the Giants and the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks are calling this professional baseball. This is a joke. And I like National League Baseball. But watch the Braves or watch the Phillies or watch the Cardinals. That's how you play baseball. This Connor Gillespie, the Giants are playing, they're playing guys who shouldn't even sniff the major leagues. They're playing these guys every day. This is ridiculous. This shit will not stand. This aggression will not stand, man. Mr. Littlebody, balls deep in the lotto ticket. Peace out. Garbage. That's today's theme.